Hey guys, it's Sam. Today I thought that I would do a flip through of my personal rings and talk a little bit about how I plan. Usually, even if I'm not in the same planner, I seem to plan the same way or build layouts that are very similar and use my sections similarly. So I have a style of planning for sure. And the only thing that really changes is the vessel that I make my planner out of. So rings is working really well for me right now. This is a cover from Moterm. I had recently purchased an undyed Gilio from a friend. I'm terrified to use it, and I feel like this gives me even more reason to feel so. I don't feel as bad about like Moterms, but I got this little dot on it and I don't even know how, and that is why I'm terrified to use an undyed, because everything would show on that. This is a darker color and it's a Moterm, so the price tag is very different, and I feel better with a $100 planner getting marked up more so than an almost $300 planner. So for now, Moterm is fitting the bill. The veg tan line I really love. The only thing that I don't like about it, I guess, is the interior lining and then the rings. I wish that they would make the rings a better quality. As many things as Moterm seems to listen to, as far as their customers giving feedback and them changing the styles and pen loop positions and all of that, I really wish that they would listen to making better rings for these planners. They're a little bit difficult to open and close. That doesn't bother me so much though, because I slit all my planner pages. I think that this one is the Veg Tan Caramel. You can get these still on AliExpress from time to time, or the Moterm website itself. I recently ordered the Midnight, and it should be here soon. And then I went ahead and ordered the Apricot, which is the lighter color, but I'm still not sure if I'm going to be brave enough to use that one either. This one comes with lots of nice pockets, and I just like the layout. This is not the Luxe, this is the regular 2.0. I don't really find that I need all the space that the Luxe gives, and I prefer personally 25mm rings over 30, and that's what comes pre-installed in this particular planner. I also like this layout a lot, and the other one I believe has a lot more card slots. This just has like the 2 here up front, and I do plan to put something back here, but it hasn't bothered me enough to put anything there now. And then I just have a picture of my husband and I when we were in California, and it's just kind of held together and in place here with this mushroom magnet, and this is from Sweet Freckled Designs. This was a gift, so this little mushroom charm that I have on the zipper, and I don't think I have anything in here. Nope, nothing in here, but I do like that you can put something in there. And then I really like that in the newest editions of the Moterms that they have this little leather flap covering up the zipper pull. I really wish that the Gilios would do that as well. Nothing back here. I actually have a bunch of crap back here that I need to throw out. I was just like shoving receipts and things in. I find in the summer, especially when I'm carrying smaller bags, that I carry a really small bag and then I just carry around my planner, and then if I need to run in somewhere really quickly, I'll just like rip a page out of like the running to-do list or the shopping list out of my planner, and I'll leave it like in the back of my car in the trunk where nobody can see it, because I don't want anybody breaking into my vehicle to get to my planner. Not that there's anything valuable in it, but it's my planner and it's filled with all of my personal information. So I don't mind carrying personal rings around, just in my hand or in my bag or what have you. This comes with a leather flyleaf, and on the front here, this is something that I designed in Canva, and I just have it on vellum, which I have realized that this particular kind of vellum, my printer does not want to print. So I had like a whole series of these that I made, and I really gave up on my printer eating all of my vellum. So I guess I'm gonna have to find a different weight to use in the future. I don't know, I've had some thoughts about like opening a shop. I still don't have my mind wrapped around what planner inserts or how they would be made, but I do have ideas on like planner inserts. Like I have them sketched out, I just don't have them made. But I did think about opening a shop just for like pretty things to put in your planner, but so far I have not pulled the trigger on that. But I have some designs in the works. So I just have the vellum and then the Filofax clear dashboard over it, and then I just have this small neutral color ollie clip here. I'm not using this in the back, but I do like that it's offered the pockets on it. If you were using this as a wallet, you would have enough, I think, between what's in the back and what's here on the flyleaf. This is a Filofax. I don't know what this is called. It's some kind of tab. It's already slit for you so that you can pop it in and out easily. And so I just have this covering my inbox or my brain dump section. And I just have some sticky Post-its here so that I can grab them off of here easily. This is my task list, and this is from Simple and Trendy Co., I believe. And obviously I haven't used personal rings all year, so I've just kind of had some running to-do lists, things that I pop into this section whenever I have a free moment and I'm like, what could I be doing right now? This is my reminder for these are the things that you should be doing. So stop scrolling the internet and get things done. So I have a few of these in my planner. And then I just kind of have a mixture of different papers from different companies. These are some new highlighters that I just purchased from Amazon. I have these linked in my Amazon shop. I really like them. I initially bought them for my Bible, but they work great in the Hobonichi Weeks. They work great in the Filofax pages. All of the paper that I print off planner printables for, they work great. And also the Bible. So they don't bleed. They're dry really, really fast. I really like them. So just a lot of different things to do a quick scratch of notes. The dividers that I'm using came from an Etsy shop, and you were able to customize them. When you have them downloaded, you can choose the font and then you type off whatever you want. I really liked that these were wide. These still aren't perfect in my mind of what I really, really want, but this is close enough. But I've just laminated these and then cut them, and they're just on regular paper instead of cardstock. But if you wanted them to be a little bit more sturdy, cardstock would work even better. So the first actual section in my planner is the calendar section. That's what I've labeled it. And I just kind of have a mismatch of things here. I have my 2023 title page, and this one is from Pink Mouse Printables, I think is what it's called. And so there's this year at a glance here. Then I have the Plan with B holidays list, and I think this is the right one. We just had Father's Day yesterday, so I can mark that off. So I've just been trying to mark off the holidays as they come. I really like that she puts something on the back. If it's not a usable back and front insert, I really like that she has something pretty on the back to look at. And then this is a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co. And this is just her monthly planner. And you get this for free by being in her Facebook group. She has a lot of generous freebies, in my opinion. The insert that I use in my weekly is hers, and I just can't believe that it's free because it's my favorite. And I love that I can change sizes and not have to keep paying for it because it was free, and it was always free. These are a little bit more narrow than I prefer in my planner, but it's not a deal breaker, and it was free and I enjoy it. It's very minimal, so I appreciate that. I did not go and backfill any of this because I had 2 other monthly calendars that I've printed out for the year so far for personal rings, and I just wasn't happy with either of them. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and print out these because they're free and start from here. So this isn't really fleshed out too much. I do keep a Filofax clear ruler in 2 sections, so I like to be able to easily turn to things without thinking about it a whole lot. I just really like that quick grab and go sections. And so the first one is going to be to open me up to the month that I'm currently in. And same for this. This is going to get me to my running tasks list. So I appreciate that. So the ruler gets me to the month. The next section is weekly plans, and these are from Peanuts Planner Co. This is also a freebie, and I love this so very much. I have edited it. I've changed where I think that I still changed this one. I think that it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I have it broken up with the week on either side here. I also have enlarged and changed the font on all of these. Like anything that there is font on, it has been changed. But I really like these because for the way that I plan, I don't have a lot of things that have to be done on certain days as far as appointments go. I like to see certain things at a glance and I like to check off boxes. So anytime there's anything like special going on or an appointment, I'll put it here. Like that day, that's not an appointment, but I had to go to work early. I had an appointment this day, we had somewhere to go this day. And then like big significant things, like we didn't have rain for like 20 days, 21 days, something like that. So I just wrote down that it finally rained. And then I like a space for my trackers because I like to open up my planner and mark off my trackers for the day. So I have my running trackers so that I can easily see my progress. And then the other things that I want to be able to see at a quick glance are what my work schedule is, where I am in my fitness for the week, and I like to see a running to-do list and a list of things to buy. And I make these sections no matter what planner I'm in, but this particular insert I just feel is best suited for the way my brain works and how I like to categorize things. And I really appreciate that I don't have to draw anything out. The only thing that would make this a better insert, in my opinion, is if it were dated. And I've tried to date it, can't figure out how to get it to print correctly. That's just something that's not working right in my mind. So now I completely understand why so many shops offer undated planner inserts, because I can't figure out for the life of me how to get these printed with the dates on them. To be able to do any of the alterations with these, you need to have Adobe to make those changes. You can't edit it, as far as I know, easily without it. So this is the weekly, and I really, really like this one. Just flipping this to today because I hadn't opened my planner yet this morning. And yeah, I kind of bounce around with my planner inserts from time to time, but this is the one that I keep coming back to and that I just appreciate a lot. I gotta update this stuff here. Work around those rings. Okay. All right, so I have that as my weekly, and it works really, 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 really well for me. The next thing that I can turn to again is going to be this little black, I don't even know what brand it is, where it came from, anything like that, but I just know that it looks different from everything else that I have, so it easily sticks out. This is where I have any time that I have a busier day. This is generally a day off kind of thing to do, or if I have other things that need to be done outside of going to work, coming home and working out. I'm not using a daily enough that I feel like it is justified its own section, because I hate it when like sections are empty or not being used, but it is used consistently enough that I wanted to make a section for it within my weekly. So I have a bunch of Filofax inserts. I like that you can, you know, stamp or write down the date and then throw your list there. I actually need to make one for today because today's going to be kind of a full day. The next section, I'm not going to be able to show you a whole lot of. This is my You Can Do It section, and this is all about my health and my fitness journey. So I have this calendar here just because I wanted to put a calendar there. I have my cycle tracker, which I've shown you before. That is also from Simple and Trendy Co., I believe. And then I have two other inserts, which I think I'll turn to a blank here. So I have a health log where I've been listing out any symptoms, irregularities in my cycle. And then I have a weight log. And I do keep track of this in the app that goes with my scale, but I like to be able to see it like on a paper form and to be able to note, you know, if I gained a little bit of weight, you know, that I had PMS or whatever. So I like that you can put the date if you've gained or lost and how much that is, the amount of weight you have, and then whatever note to the side. And these are also from Peanuts Planner Co. So I have these that have been filled out there. And then the other thing that I have is just some days I track what I eat just so I can get an idea. And then I also write down like my feelings wins as far as changes that I've noticed in my body with this fitness journey that I'm on, being proud of myself for something that I did when I was lifting weights or whatever. So this is kind of like my, you can see these things, you know, motivation, you can do it kind of thing. And so I really have liked having this section in here. The next section is track this stuff, and I have not gone back and filled this in, obviously, from my other planners, but the information is somewhere else and I just need to check them off. This one is from Alibi Designs, I think. Yeah, and I only just printed it on the one side. Then I have online orders from Peanuts Planner Co. And that's pretty self-explanatory. You write down where you purchased or what you purchased. The check mark for shipping is how I use this. So I check mark when it's shipped, and then I check mark when I have it in hand. And that's all the information I really need to know. Movie log, also from Peanuts Planner Co. A reading log, I think this one is from Simple and Trendy Co. I think. I really go back and forth. I am a reader and I love books, but I just go through periods where all I do is devour books, and then I feel burnt out and I stop reading books for months on end. So I need to get back to this because I'd really like to just curl up with a book. That's all I have in this section. And then the side hustle section, I have, this is where I'm keeping track of any money that I make outside of my job, and also where I have these lists, which is, I forget what number this insert is, but this is also from Peanuts Planner Co. And I am just making this where I record what YouTube videos I make. So I'll write the name of the month at the top, and then whatever video goes live on whatever day, I'll just put the title of it there. So I just have this space where I can have like ideas. I just really like rings because you can change your mind about what's inside of them. Move things around, pull it out. If I decide I'm not going to make a certain thing, I'll just rip that page out. It doesn't matter. I really like rings for that reason. The next section is lists and notes, and this is not as fleshed out as I would like it to be, but of all the planners that I have used this year, specifically ring planners, of the Pocket or the Pocket Plus, the A6, and the Personal was the one that I had the least fleshed out for the year, so I'm still making some changes to that. I also haven't completely decided that I'm not going to try the Franklin Covey Compact, which is a little bit wider than Personal rings. So I've been like kind of afraid to invest a whole lot more in this particular size because I'm not sure if I've exactly landed where I want to be, but for now I've built it the way I have. This is a task list, reminders, trigger list from Plan with B, packing guide from Plan with B, and then just some notes that I have here from anything. So this is like my coloring and what colors I'm supposed to be wearing, ideas for Christmas for this year, because every year before we pull out all of our Christmas stuff, I'm always like, oh, well, what do we need? And then I'm buying the wrong thing. So the past several years, we've saved a lot of money just by me making a note. As we're putting Christmas away for the year before, I write down, these are like things to remember next year, and not buying extras of things that we don't need, and being able to know what we do have to purchase. So that is a really helpful tip if you find yourself not knowing what happened last Christmas and what you still need. Definitely before the first of the year, write all of those things down. And then I just have some inserts from Plan with B for project and event plans, which obviously I haven't started yet, but I know that they will be helpful, so they have them in here. In the back here, there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So if you keep the flyleaf in, you would have a total of 8 cards that you could put in this planner. And then I just have a list back here, and this pen loop is very generous. It can fit your wider pens. You don't have to worry about stretching it out. It does have the elastic and the leather, and fountain pens go in there easily. It's a very generous, nicely placed pen loop. Moterm has definitely thought this through as far as that goes. So there is my planner and a little bit of like how I plan. I hope that you enjoyed this flip through. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below what planner you're using, what are your favorite inserts, or just how you're feeling about your planner in general. I hope that you're all doing well. Thanks so much as always for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.